Ramadan is here, Ramadan is here. On the 11th day of Ramadan, Rob Tom gave me a level. The level that gave to me is Arctic Lights by EndLevel. What's up, guys? So I did. That's not the right level. Here it is, Arctic Lights. I did this level for my 11th level. Not 11th level. For my second level here, I have done Arctic Lights. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a review on it and show you how fucking ass this level is. Alright. So the beginning of this level is actually just Hitler. That's the best way I could describe it. Like this pink orb here, the first 3 clicks aren't that bad. The pink orb isn't though. You just hit it a little bit late. It's not really that bad of a click. If you're inconsistent at it though, it'll get buns obviously. And then the green orbs aren't anything too crazy. This black orb used to be like so annoying. Like most of these mini cube clicks used to be so annoying to do. This, oh my god, bro. I don't know why, but when I went for this, I kept hitting the edge of this block for no reason at all. Frame perfect. Yeah, there we go. This. I kept doing this over and over and over again for like no apparent reason whatsoever. But aside from that, these 2 clicks right after are free. You might want to hit the don't hit the blue orb too late, cause you'll hit the spike. And for this black orb, I never really had any issues with the black orb. Because, I mean, don't hit it too early, obviously. Don't hit it too early, don't hit it too late. Wait until you're in the middle of the block orb, sorta. Wait until you're inside the gap. Because if you click it too early, you might risk hitting the platform on the hitting the edge of that block there. And then for this, you just want to hold it. It looks scary because like clicks like these usually are like very inconsistent. Because it all relies on alignment and like depending on where you hit the dash orb and where you hold on a dash orb, you may or may not, like this blue orb may or may not be like actually impossible, but most of the time it shouldn't be too bad. Just make sure you don't click too early or else this blue orb becomes like actually like impossible frame perfect. This click is actually not as bad as it looks. Like I know it looks pretty bad, like looking at it. Oh, wait. Like looking at it like this, it looks kind of bad, right? It's very consistent. This is like one of the more consistent clicks in the pre-orb. Oh, this, you can just skip the 2 orbs here, which makes it like a lot easier. If you, no, yeah, you can just hold the entire thing. And for the ball, oh my god, the ball is very, very inconsistent. With these 2 blue orbs here, these 2 blue orbs are very annoying. Like you see the first click here, how you have to like get that close to the spike. Yeah, like it's just especially this first click here, it's very inconsistent. I would say the second click isn't that hard compared to the first, but they're both still very inconsistent. Like they cause like most of the deaths from Zero. I used to think this pink orb was really hard, but once I like actually turned on hitboxes and saw like, oh, the spikes hitboxes really aren't what they seem. Like this gap looks tighter than it really is. Like as you can see here, like I'm like clipping through the spikes. All of it. Yeah, see, like I'm clipping through the spikes here. The spike hitboxes are much smaller than you think they are. So like you shouldn't be too afraid of this click. The ship is also very straightforward. There's no specific click pattern to it. Just make sure you don't strafe light too much. Yeah. Just click once to like slightly maneuver yourself. I like to click just because like you can't really fall into it. I click like a little bit there and then I straight fly. And then the waves. The wave is the beginning of the wave isn't really anything too crazy. I don't have anything to talk about with the wave really, like this beginning section in particular, because it just gets pretty consistent. It's not anything too hard. Like you can, my tip when playing these kinds of levels is to like just like focus your eyes in the middle of the screen. So like Nothing blurs out, and you get the clearest picture possible. It's very easy to sight read once you understand how to sight read. But the hard part is learning the click pattern and learning how to sight read the wave, and to sight read the wave in a way that doesn't absolutely blur your vision, because this is fast. Like you can't deny this is very fast for like the average human eye. So like you have to find a comfortable spot in the screen to look at, so you can have an easier time reading it. Because if you just play normally, like everything kind of like blends together. So you want to focus at any point really. I choose the middle. I kind of like dilate my eyes and choose the middle of the screen, and sometimes follow my wave a little bit. That's usually like the best case for me. If you can learn how to sight read well, like if you can learn how to sight read the wave well, then it becomes like 10 times easier. This was really annoying, but if you can do head hitters, if you can do the sonic wave head hitters, you should be able to do this as well. I just personally have a harder time doing it because I'm not very good at that. On this, let's see here. This is the easiest way for me to do it. Some people kind of spam through this, or like click twice, but I don't think that's necessary. You just do this, fall and then click once and then fall again. Because if you look here, there's actually a little slab you can slide on afterwards. So like you shouldn't worry too much about where you're exiting from, because your position's gonna be fixed either way. Oh, I actually have like a. I used to click and then release, but I found out that this can become like really inconsistent. Like sometimes like much harder to do from zero because of all the nerves and stuff. I usually just click once there, like do a little micro adjustment. If you click early, like it's very hard to see. Yeah, I see sometimes you can die here because like the spikes aren't fully they aren't like aligned properly. Like some of them are like protruding outwards a little bit more than the rest. So like the safest bet here would be to just micro adjust. But if you're more consistent doing this, which I used to be consistent doing this as well, then go ahead and do that. Whatever works for you. This last part here is really nothing but nerves. It might be weird to play at first because it is weird to play. You skip that black orb. You can skip a lot of stuff in the ship part. This click is like very inconsistent, but I don't know. Again, it all really depends on you. Oh wait, you can skip that? Yeah, you can. But with the green orb, you can just like buffer the click afterwards. So like, I feel like it's better if you do the green orb. Oh my god, why am I landing on the edge? I've never done that before. Apart from this last click here, everything else shouldn't be too bad. That's the last like hard click of the level. Again, it's not anything too crazy. It's just very inconsistent and very risky to pull off from zero. And then everything else is free. Um, I would rate it. I would actually rate it like an 8 out of 10. It was pretty annoying when I like played it. That goes about for all levels really. Like very click pattern heavy levels are always very annoying to play. But this did like teach me a lot of things about how to like actually do wave and stuff. I would recommend this if you are good at wave and you can do high CPS. But I wouldn't recommend it if you can't handle fast-paced gameplay. Then I wouldn't recommend this at all. Even if you're good at like click patterns and stuff, because this level is very like it's not just reliant on click pattern. It's also reliant on like, because this level's weird. Okay, it's a very old level. It's very weirdly compromised. Not compromised. It's very comprised weirdly. That's how I should say it. There's like a bunch of inconsistencies. Like even if you like form like a very good click pattern, there's still like a high chance you might die to something random. But like once you get the core principles down and you can like actually pay attention to the gameplay when it's that fast, this level becomes very fun and honestly like pretty easy. This took me like 3 days this took me 3 days to beat, which is longer than Plasma Pulse Finality, but like I had to, I'm not very good at wave, but still. Um, that's all I have to say really about the level. Enjoy the completion. Nice.